Hi there, welcome to Learning Everyday TV. This week I want to talk to you about what I learned about customer service from the local Volkswagen garage where I take my car to get repaired. And it's just a short story really. I just want you to think about your business and perhaps the sort of mediocre service that you experience on a day-to-day basis as well, and how just doing a couple of little things can really enhance and add value to the services that you provide. So I've been taking my car to this garage for about 3 or 4 years now, and I've visited it maybe 8 to 10 times in that time, and every time they seem to just be getting a little bit better in what they do. Now they do the standard things, you know, like they tell me how much it's going to cost me to get my car repaired before they fix anything and things like that. They do all the standard stuff, but they do some stuff that's really good as well. Now I want to talk about the people, and I also want to talk about the sort of other services they provide when I get there as well. And all throughout the whole process, the sales journey and the customer journey, I was really impressed with the service that I was provided with. So, I mean, think little things like when I get to the garage, they've got free Wi-Fi, free coffee and tea. They've got all the most up-to-date magazines. Like they had the most recent Stuff magazine. They had the most recent Vanity Fair. They had the most recent What Car. They had kids magazines. They had the local newspaper there as well, and had multiple copies. And you can take away a copy if you like as well. So they had all this sort of stuff there that was it was a really sort of comfortable environment to sit in and wait for your vehicle to be repaired, or if you're just waiting for the bill to be prepared or anything like that. Now that's all great stuff. That's all kind of added value stuff, but it really falls apart when you don't have the sort of people to support it. Now, and one thing about this garage, it's Barnett's garage in St Andrews, is that all the people are really good at what they do. Every single person addressed me as Mr. Marr. They were really friendly and helpful and wanted to help and basically help me with my car and with the problems I was having with it. The one or two people that really stood out were Bob. He was the technical engineer, I think. He's the sort of liaison between the customer and the technician, the mechanic, and he basically took me through everything that was going to be charged or charged to my car and repaired. And then when I got to the garage to pick up my car, he introduced himself, he shook my hand, and he sat down and took me through everything that I was going to be expected to pay for that day, and also any advisories and things like that. And that's fairly standard operating procedure, I think, for garages, but the way that Bob approached it all was very professional, and I think it was definitely a step above what I've experienced before in the past. The other people in the organisation as well are really great. The other girls on the service desk are really friendly, and it was really consistent. I think that was the sort of main thing that comes out from all of this. Everyone was consistent. Even when I was paying the bill, I was kind of distracted with conversation with, I think it's Graham, I can't remember the guy's name, unfortunately. And another side point actually is I went to their website to see if I could find out the names of their staff, and none of the staff are on the website. And I think they could probably do with promoting their staff on the website a bit better. Anyway, Graham, I think, I spoke to him and he asked me things like, I've not seen you in a while, what have you been up to? You know, and he started the conversation, started engaging with me, and it really made me feel welcome and comfortable while I was paying, you know, a sum of money for my car. So the people really sort of helped all of that, you know, to get to the point where it is. But what really stood out the most, and this is it's kind of the reason, the kind of catalyst for why I'm writing this blog today, is I got my car back and it was vacuumed and washed. That's a pretty standard thing that the garage do, and I've had that before. But when I got into my car, on the passenger seat there was a questionnaire, a survey questionnaire, and a prepaid envelope, which I'm going to post a picture of on the blog. And I thought that was really good. They've just sat it there nice and easily for me to look at, and it's only taken me a few, you know, it won't take long, and take me through a sort of a scale, ticky boxes to kind of gauge my experience for that day. So what they've done is they've taken me through a really positive sales journey and then asked me for feedback at the end of it. Most people probably wouldn't fill it out though, because they have to then do it in their own time. However, on the dashboard, as I was just about to start my car, I looked up through the window and there was a thank you card sitting propped up on my dashboard, looking at me, staring at me in the face basically. And I thought, that's brilliant, you know, and that really sort of like caught my eye. And you know, and at that point I took pictures of it and I thought, that's great. And inside it says, "Dear customer, I cleaned your car after it was in our workshop today, and I just wanted to say on behalf of all of us at Barnett's, thanks for your visit." Brilliant. The only thing I think they could have done better there was possibly personalise it for me, But apart from that, I thought it was great. They've taken me through this whole journey from the start to the very end, very deliberate. And at the end, they've given me this thank you card. And what they really want me to do is fill the survey out and send it back to them, which I'll do. And I was really impressed with it all. And you know, it was just those little things. I mean, I wouldn't be talking to you right now if it wasn't for this thank you card on the dashboard, I don't think, because everything was fairly things that we would normally expect, but they just went that extra little bit further to kind of provoke me to do something. And it worked. It really did work. And what I want to ask you is, in your business, is there anything that you could be doing, any of these little extra things you could be doing to make your customer feel more valued, and basically add value to your services and what you do in your business? I think there's always little things that can be done. And the great thing about it is, as I said at the start, is that I didn't leave the garage thinking about how much money I had just spent on my car. I was thinking about the excellent service, and all the little things started to crop into my mind about what they did with me throughout the whole customer journey. So that's really something to think about. I mean, if in your business you're getting disputes about how much your services and products cost, then the reality is that you're probably not doing enough with your customer to make them feel valuable, and it's worth thinking about. So I'll put the images into the blog so you can have a look at the surveys and the thank you card. And if you've got any thoughts or any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to add them either at the bottom of the video here or into the blog. Great, thanks for listening.